start the event again. See how we're doing here. The link, if you would like a reading from me, is in the description. Okay, and my Hypsee thing, come on, start the event. Maybe I need to refresh. It is Mercury retrograde. Leave the page. And so things can be dicey in the technical world during, there we go, we're back online, during Mercury retrogrades. So what do you want some information on? I don't offer pregnancy information or legal advice or health advice. Other than that, everything is fair game. How can I help you move forward? Lots of fear in the collective right now, and the best place to be is not there. And how do you stay out of fear? Stay connected with your higher power. Know that what we're going through right now is a period of giving birth to the new earth, and it can look a little dicey. The powers that were, the old hierarchy, would have you be in great fear, but that's easy to manipulate, and that's why they'd want you to stay there. So what is it that you can do to stay out of fear? Staying connected to that higher power is really a very helpful thing to do in order to stay out of the fear energy. And what is always your next best step? That's exactly what I'm here to help you with tonight. How can you move forward and allow yourself to become more grounded and more peaceful? And that really is trusting that there's a plan, a higher power, something that will, that you can hold on to as the truth. So I'm gonna update for my Facebook. I'm hoping the Hypsee site stays on. Maybe try this Facebook. And it could be a problem with Hypsee doing what it's doing. And again, Mercury retrograde, gotta love it. Well, we're still online with Hypsee, but we're not pulling up Facebook. If you would like a live reading with me, there is a link in the description, and you can register for one on the Hypsee site. I'm live now on YouTube. Solar Power 123 is my YouTube channel. Okay. Okay, anybody out there would like a reading? I am here and ready to read for you. There's 3 of you apparently viewing. So how have you been with this eclipse energy, which we're also in? We just finished a very powerful full moon, and we're going into this eclipse with a new moon. And that's where all things new are fueled. And with the eclipse energy, we are super powered right now for our manifestation. Good or bad, whatever you focus on, because your focus is your superpower. Whatever you focus on is what's going to magnify. And right now, the energies are so fast. The results are so fast. It's coming to us now in ways we've never experienced before. If there's something you've been wanting to learn, start into it now, because you will be getting it much more quickly. The understanding, the skills you may be wanting. So now is super powered for us to manifest. And again, if you're focusing on everything that is not going well, what isn't working, what you don't have, that's what's going to manifest more quickly now with this moon energy. So what do you want? What are you choosing? How would you want to move forward? That's how you want to focus, because that's what you're creating. If you would like a live reading with me, 1 card or 3 cards, register with the link on the Hypsee site. The link is in the description, and you can receive a reading from me now, a personalized, focused reading for you. I see there is one person here. I hope that's true. This is a live reading event, and I would be happy to read for you. You just have to register with the link in the description at Hypsee, and I will pull 1 card or 3 cards for you. And you can receive some information about how to move forward in your highest and best good through this very tumultuous solar eclipse energy. It is pretty chaotic in the collective field right now, and we're reading that. We can't help the fact that we share energy, but we can change the type of energy we're sharing, and we can take charge of it. And that's really my path in this life, is to help people manage their energy, their divine energetic power, live from that place, and create more of what they want and less of what they don't want. So how would you like to move forward? Register for a reading with me. Their link is in the description. The Hypsee site is where we register, and they monitor for me. So I'm waiting. If you would like one, I would love to offer you that guidance now. I do have the gift of wisdom. That doesn't come from the ego, because it doesn't come from me. It comes through me, and I channel a number of angels and some other ethereal beings, some ETs at times. I've channeled the Arcturians before. Mostly it's angels for me. Archangel Uriel is the one that has been with me throughout my life. Uriel is the angel of love and wisdom. Metatron comes through regularly. I use Michael all the time. I invite Michael in often to help me in what I do every day. You have the same right. You can do the same thing if you would like to. It is truly about you tapping into the power and the resources available to you, and how you do that. That's what I teach. And in the readings, the wisdom will come through. So if you've been seeking some guidance, you need some information on how to help you best move forward, register for a reading. And let me see what this is about. Oh, this is the chat and super chat messages, chat viewing options. Some messages may not be visible. Live chat, all misses over. Okay. If you would like a reading, say, I'm here, I'd like one, and then go to the link in the chat box, in the description, and you can register for a reading on the Hypsee site, and then I will stick around. If no one registers in the next 7 minutes, I will go ahead and sign off for tonight and be on my way. So I would love to read for you. If you need some guidance, you want to connect, that would be awesome. And in the Hypsee site, you just go in, post your question, choose a 1 card or 3 card reading, and then it comes through on my dashboard, and then we begin. So let's see who would like a reading tonight. I know, let's read for a person that's going through some difficulties that I know. Since we're here, since there's 7 of you here, would anyone like a reading? The description has the link where you register for a live reading from me, and I would love to help you gain some insights and awarenesses and guidance. Right now, there's a young person that I know who's struggling, as is their mama. So let's get some guidance around this situation, because it's a difficult one, and see what the universe has. What do you need guidance on? How would you like to move forward? That's what I can help bring through. Oh, my. Okay. And then when the cards jump out like that, you know for sure they were made for you. I'm not sure whether this, well, it was upright. Okay. So there is some deceit in the situation. Janet Fox, hello, how are you? Where are you, Janet? Okay, and the fifth, try the voice. Well, it's a beautiful reading. The first card that came up was about deceit, and I believe that there's some deceit that has happened in regards to this young man. Um, and he is the one, as so often happens when these vulnerable people come along, the upstanding can sometimes take advantage of them. And that's what it appears has happened here. And then there's the next card is the fifth chakra and their inability to talk about. In fact, when I was tuning into this, I had that throat sensation. Mary Fitzpatrick, it's lovely to see you too. Um, some some throat activation when I was checking in about this young man and the situation. And I believe that he has learned the behavior that he's exhibited because it happened to him. And it happened from one of the people that, of course, would never be the one to do anything like this. And but the upside is the third card in the group is the sun. Always a high energy. Things are going to be resolved. This young man is a very feeling young man. He does have a lot of issues. He came into the world from parents that had some drug and alcohol problems. And so he is loved greatly by the mother that adopted him from birth, almost before he was born. She knew he was hers. And now he's 11 and there's, the things that he's suffered are beginning to show up. So those do look like kind of what I was feeling was correct. And that the things that he's exhibiting now were things that were done to him. And he obviously doesn't know any better. And so we're going to work on him energetically a little bit, not probably tonight, but do some energy work on him to pull a couple of the energies present that did come through his ancestral lineage, and that will help him move forward. So anyone out there would like a reading, there's the link in the description to register, and then it will pop up on my dashboard, and I need to plug in to the phone. And hey, Mary, the drum circle on Sunday, if it's raining, there is another one that is indoors. So if we can't get to the outdoor one, maybe we could go to the indoor one. The drum circle is going to be a worldwide drum circle on Sunday at about basically 11:33, I think it is. We will all be drumming together and having to do with the world situation. And of course, the next day is the eclipse. And once again, we are moving in. Susan, wonderful, awesome. She's been having some headaches and wanting to know how to improve her health. General life guidance, welcome. Birth May 23rd. All right, Susan. Okay. So Susan, invite your angels, companions, and guides in for your highest and best information. I'm inviting mine in to bring through what it is you need to hear. It's coming through already. So Susan, I'm certain that you are a sensitive. That you probably have been told, you're so sensitive, you're an intuit and an empath. You're feeling the energies and you're reacting to these energies that are coming through right now. This is before the reading. The energies that are coming through are really wreaking havoc on our physical body. And some ways to improve your health. It's a little bit hard without knowing kind of where you're at already, but eating clean, meaning it may not always be perfect, but you're not eating lots of processed foods. Food from scratch is going to be your best choice because it has fewer chemicals. And as we are going through these changes in our physical, mental, emotional selves with all the cosmic energy, we are being pulled in different directions and we are being activated for different things. And so that can lead to physical discomfort. So let's see what the universe has to offer you about your headaches and this physical stuff. Okay. The card of appreciation came up, but it came up in reverse. And Susan, what this tells me is that it's possible you have been focusing a lot on what is not going well, what isn't working, how things in life don't seem to be working out for you. Things keep happening, or just focusing on really what you don't want to have happen. And this is saying you want to focus on gratitude for a while here. Every day, a practice in first thing in the morning, if you can do it before you get out of bed, or certainly when you get up, get a cup of coffee or whatever, and sit and really tune into your higher power and be grateful for what you have. And often we have to get to a place of deep um, essential things like, I am grateful I can walk. I'm grateful I can talk. I'm grateful I can hear. I'm grateful I can see. All, just very basic, because sometimes life is bringing us lots of things to grow and learn with, which means it can be incredibly uncomfortable. So what is it you have to be grateful for? That's how you want to begin every day and start focusing more on that. Know you belong. Look at this beautiful creature. And this is telling me a little bit that you might be feeling alone, or maybe different from your circle, the people you interact with on a regular basis. You might be feeling like you don't fit in, and that is absolutely not true. It's just that the tribe that you fit in with has not been materializing for you. That is another area. Susan, we create with our words, with our beliefs, with our thoughts, because that energy goes out and it brings back like energy to us. So what is it that you have been focusing on, because you're bringing that more in? And I don't feel like you have lots of victim energy attached to you, but there is that habit we can fall into sometimes. And I don't no, shooting star, it is not. But it's not expensive. You could get a 1 card or a 3 card reading. So Susan, really shift your focus to what is going right, and to putting out who do you want to have in your circle? What type of people? The other thing is, if you've been doing some spiritual work on yourself, some growth, some moving forward, you may be losing people in your life. And that may be where that alone thing comes from. And so you may be feeling like you kind of lost your tribe. When we expand and we grow and we bring in higher vibration in who we are, people naturally have to fall off. Not everybody, but the ones who cannot handle your higher vibration. The good news is it opens up room for other people to come in, people that you can help and people that can help you. Because the ones that fall away from you, that have to leave, you can no longer help them and they can no longer help you. And so again, you want to know that you are perfect. You don't have to change who you are because other people have been telling you you might not measure up. And this card is saying basically the same thing. It's community, but it's in reverse. And this is saying you have lost maybe enough of a portion of your community that you're feeling very alone. And I just, reach out to someone, reach out to, for whatever kind of help you need, ask, because people don't automatically know you need some help. And if you need some community online, which a lot of us, that's where we're having our community these days. There are many things on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube where you can start finding. And then again, you might want to build a community of your own. Just, put it out to way showers, intuitives, empaths. You put those in the search engines and you will find people that are holding that same type of community. Oh, Janet's in near Shasta. Lovely. That's Shasta isn't exactly my stomping grounds. Northern California was where I grew up. So Susan, let me see. Eat cleaner, make sure you're getting good rest, connect regularly. I think the headaches more are energetic than physical, unless of course you've had some, hello, Ron, yes, from Hypsee. Things are going well. Things are showing up on my board. Thank you very much. So Susan, some great advice for you is to take care of the physical the best way you can, and um, connect spiritually to your higher power, except that I really feel like the headaches are not physical for you. They are energetic because of the energy surrounding us in the world right now. Light workers are really being prompted to ascend, and with that comes some physical symptoms. Um, Also, it related to the headaches, don't eat anything with dyes in it, and the fewer chemicals, the better. Those can cause us some sensitivities in our body. So eat clean, drink lots of water. Truly, truly, that's very important. And be grateful for what you do have. Even if it's the smallest thing, I'm grateful I have this kitten that loves me. That kind of thing. More of that will start coming. We really want to step into the truth of we are blessed in so many ways, and we take a lot of it for granted. So what are you grateful for? Clean eating, get some rest, and drink plenty of water. And know that if you are seeking a group of whatever, likes, then go searching. I teach a mantra all the time. I'm open, I'm willing, I'm ready, guide me. And that allows your guides, angels, and companions to come in and help. And then just say, I am choosing to find a like tribe here, a group that can help me expand and that I can help as well. And you focus on that. What would that be like for you? A group that gets together once a week, maybe twice a week. What we focus on, especially right now in this solar eclipse energy, is going to expand. And it's going to expand quickly. So really daydream about what you want, Susan. Better health, feel better, have more connections in life, allow the people that are leaving you, um, allow the people that are walking away to go with love, because you know that that is what is for the highest and best for both of you. I hope that's helped you. Yeah, I think we're complete for this one. Thank you so much for Susan, and until we meet again. Yvonne, there is a link in the description for you to register for a reading right there. And Janet, you are next. Okay. Working on some childhood and ancestral blocks, fear of opening up to people, unrealistic fear, asking for higher guidance. Oh, Janet, that's so true for so many. This ancestral stuff's coming through. We have been healers, psychics, light workers, seers, oracles, wizards, shamans in many lives. And we were persecuted for that. It cost us. And so now we come in with this thing where we're afraid to really show who we are, because we know how costly it can be. And if we really open up to people and are vulnerable, we have been stabbed in the back in past lifetimes. So now we want to share the gifts we've come in with, and yet we have these blocks and the ancestral energies. So let's see what the universe has about your ancestral stuff and the fears. So let's see. There's card one. Walking away. And that is huge. It's like there are some times when we have to walk away from situations and places we've put ourselves. And so then it's like we reinforce this belief. You said, unrealistic fear. We reinforce this belief by putting ourselves in situations where we reinforce this unrealistic fear, because what we're feeling is the truth of the situation is, if I open up to them, they are going to hurt me. Now, how unrealistic is that? Well, maybe in this lifetime it's unrealistic. It's very possible that this person or persons you've let into your circle in this life have had past lives with you where they have um, helped you learn whatever you needed to learn by a sense of betrayal. And I'm feeling, Janet, let me know here in the comments if this is not right, that there's a specific person that you feel like you want to open up to and you just can't. And or maybe it's been more since you've been kind of moving around. Walking away is really your highest and best interest. But let's look at the other two cards because this actually could be the opposite. Let's see what's surrounded. This is the next one, community, and this is the third one. Okay, this is walking away to find a community. You got very mobile. You're traveling around, and that's good, but you're still holding a community that is keeping you from finding a community. And this community thing that you've held on to has limited you, has defined you in a way that is not true for you. It is keeping you in a box that you're ready to move out of. And this fear, or unrealistic fear as what you call it, is your soul recognition of who you need to walk away from. And so walking away is absolutely from whoever you think you're supposed to be opening up to. It's like, this is that kind of warning card going, no, you really, your gut has been right. But now is the time to own the truth there and step into a new kind of community. Maybe it's an on-road community. Maybe it's a community online that you can take on-road and do your wandering with. But there's a community out there for you that you're going to be comfortable in opening up to, that unrealistic fear. The other aspect is we carry energies from our past lives, from our ancestors, and we have to actively work to release those energies. That's one of the things we get to do in this lifetime, that it makes it really unlike any other lifetime so far. We can clear our ancestral energies. The unrealistic fears are probably showing up, and maybe more so right now, as the eclipses we've been in have really brought up the shadows for us. And so the unrealistic fears are probably not really unrealistic. They are past life fears and ancestral fears. So often too, we will hold those in areas of our body that kind of become problematic in the body. So ask where you're holding these fears. I don't know yet, Janet, if you do muscle testing. That is the way I work with people when we do energy work, is I teach them to muscle test, then they get their answers for themselves. It's warming up here. Metatron is here too. And so it is the act of choosing to let go of certain energies and going through the process of bringing your guides, angels, companions in, asking them where in your person, it could be in your energy field, not just your physical body, you're holding the energies. Then ask, are they ancestral? Are they past life? Or are they just... So Janet, do you do the sway test? Have you tried that one? Because that's the one most people can do without any doubt. And so they can begin getting their answers. When I work with people, I try to get them to their hands just because it saves us time. So because the upside is the world is the last card. And the world is very much of a text that came in and I clicked on it. The world is a very high vibe card. It's very much an expansive card. So doing the energy work that you're prompted to do, also something I could help you with, is huge, because this is the time we can offload these energies, be clearer. And remember, going in from now until even after this solar eclipse, Things are speeding up. So what you're focusing on is manifesting quicker. So maybe focus on releasing the energies that are standing in your way, releasing the energies that are fueling this fear energy, because there is reason for it. It isn't unrealistic. It's very real in your soul. So that you then, the world is your oyster. You then have so much more expansiveness available. So Janet, yeah, that's the thing, is the sway test seems to be easier for people to trust because there just isn't a lot. You keep yourself still and your body will move you forwards and backwards. Play with it, work with it, with little things, because that grows your trust in what you get. And that is so key to moving on in connection and working with your higher power, is learning to trust what you get. And the muscle testing, maybe you have a pendulum. Pendulum is what people use as well. That can work too, to give you the answers you're looking for. And again, if you would like, there is we can do some energy work together and just go right after the energies and get you clear, so you can move forward with greater ease and less resistance and more inner peace. So yeah, but there are definitely people you want to walk away from, or maybe it's a situation. I don't know what that looks like. I kind of assumed that the situation wasn't the thing because you're on your own doing your own thing, but that doesn't necessarily mean we don't have situations we get involved in. And I'm going to just grab one other card here because I feel like it's necessary. Reveal your truth. That's another thing that causes us fear, is people knowing who we really are. And again, that is absolutely past life and ancestral healer energy. Reveal your truth. Be who you truly are, because I happen to know it's quite lovely. And allow your authentic self to be seen as you move forward. I hope that's helped you, Janet. And again, reach out if you need some help getting rid of those energies. And Mary. Now, Yvonne, nothing has shown up on the board, so I don't think you've actually registered with Hypsee. Okay, Mary, this is going to be fun. Tell me what I need to hear for my highest good now, whatever I need to hear. We're going to use the lovely oracle card, the messenger oracles, with that beautiful owl. Invite your angels, guides, companions in. Oh, wonderful, Janet. Thank you. Sometimes I wonder, especially, here's the truth, when I have a screen going here and I have to look at this one, I can get kind of scattered in that. So I'm glad I was able to bring through what Creator wanted you to hear. And beautiful Mary. I'm thinking Mary and I are twins from another mother. The more we've talked, the more I go, oh my gosh, we're way more in alignment with our history and what we've done in life than I realized. So she is my wild woman sisterhood friend. Okay. What does Mary need to hear most? Oh, honey, a new day dawns. And that is, I got to tell you, it came in reverse. These cards don't really have a reverse. But what that really told me as it came in, Mary, was that, and Mary lost her daughter recently. And so she's really traveling the grief road. A new day is dawning. It's gonna be, slower than it would be were you not traveling this path. But too, in your wisdom, that everything is always for our highest and best good, and there is much for you to learn in this grief energy, and possibly a new pathway to something you're going to be doing in the world because of what you learn here. So the new day is absolutely dawning, and remember, things really are speeding up. So what you're focusing on is what you are being, what you're drawing to you on so many levels, on all of them. And again, I love your authenticity about who your daughter was. And as mothers, regardless of that, that love is absolutely undying, and it's unchanging. We love our children regardless. And that it will help you be in balanced grief as you move forward, because of the fact that there are things about her that you know that she wasn't the angel that people really like to make people who have passed into. And your balance in all of this is going to make this grief process more palatable and more rewarding in the growth it's going to bring you, and how you're going to move forward differently, because you're different now. You know, you will never be that same person again. And that's okay. It's just you now fitting into this new day, this new set of clothes, this new aspect of energy that you'll be carrying with you. And the new way you're going to be able to impact the world because of it. Obviously, a very high vibe card and a very high reading for you, partially because I do know you and I know the love you bring into the world, the power, the energy, the wildness, which is absolutely needed in our world today. So, some lovely, interesting information for you. I'm going to pull one more because I don't have anyone else in the queue. Let's see what else, Mary, you have coming from your guides, angels, and and the healer of the ages, the Christ energy. Call on the Christ energy regularly. For many years, I didn't talk much to Jesus because, as you, I was very involved in church and religion, and when I left that, it was like I wasn't quite sure where I fit into anything. But the Christ energy is that unconditional healing love, and the healer of the ages is the energy coming through for you all the time to heal this new level of pain that you move to on a regular basis. As you heal, it will change because you're changing and situations change, and other people are going to step in and say things at times that are going to cause you to either question or be angry or make you want to smack them because they have no idea what they're talking about. Bringing the Christ energy in regularly is going to be very, very helpful for you to navigate, especially this next year. This is, they say, and there is a weird magic to that year, which because you've already lost a very significant other in your lifetime. And the year is when all of a sudden we can take a deep breath again and feel a little bit more like who we used to be. But beautiful cards for you. Just be your authentic, lovely self and express the grief that you feel when it is necessary, and never apologize for it, and don't hold it back. Other people need to know. Been feeling that Christ energy has been helping. Unconditional love. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so if there's anyone else out there who would like a reading, Yvonne, it did not come through on the Hypsee site, so the registration has not worked, in case you're still working on that. And Mary, thank you so much for joining me. It was lovely to just be able to read for you. And yeah, I'll see you Sunday. I hope it's not all rainy. But again, there's another one at the Dharma Center inside on Sunday if it's too rainy for us to go to the outside one. But I do have plans to be there as well. So we will see one another one way or the other. So is there anyone out there still wanting a reading? Comment in the chat if you do, and I will wait here to see your question come up on my board, and we'll get some information for you, some guidance. Anybody out there want a reading? God is not mocked. What a reapeth, that also shall he sow. Yes. Yes, yes, because what we're reaping, or what we're sowing in this world, is love, is peace, is healing, joy, and ease. VM, you need to register. There is a link in the description for you to register for the reading on the Hypsee site, and then your question will come up here on the board for me. It is not free, but it is also not expensive. So register, and I will read for you. Let me know if you're going to, or it would be nice if you're not, then I won't wait around. Yvonne, I don't know if you're still going to, if you're trying. Please let me know if you're still on, and if you want the reading, then I will wait for your registration to come up on the Hypsee page. So I do hope you are all faring in these very tumultuous collective energies that we're all feeling. And then this intense energy of the eclipse is really growing now. And VM, you need to register. There's a link in the description. If you would like a reading, you need to register through that link. The solar eclipse energy is very much a fast-paced action energy. Energies are speeding up. Things are happening more quickly. Around this eclipse, you want to be very intentional on what you're focusing on, what you're thinking about, because that is what's going to expand and expand quickly. So if you continually think about what isn't working, what doesn't pan out in your life, life sucks for me, that's more of what you get, because our energy goes out and it finds energy just like ours. It matches it and it brings back more to us. So you want to be very intentional in creating more of what you want and less of what you don't want. And allow your higher vibrational energies to come in and create more and more what you would like to have. So VM, are you Victoria? Are you Virginia? You may be trying to register. Of course, my name's Victoria, so V is always Veronica, Virginia, Vanessa. I get Virginia more often than not. Veronica on occasion, Valerie once in a while, which I don't mind. Not any of them. Just don't call me Vicky, because that's not my name. And that's generally a car salesman trying to get one over on me when I tell them my name's Victoria, and then they start calling me Vicky. It's like, you do not know me that well. I was Vicky as a kid and I never liked it. So at the age of 19, I went, I'm going to use my real name. And so no one in my life now knows me as Vicky. All of them that did have passed. My stepmom will still call me Vicky, and she is very much still alive. But then she'll call me Victoria too. So when she refers to me to other people, she says Victoria, but when she talks to me, she says Vicky. So VM, let me know if you're going to register, and I will wait. If not, I will sign off pretty soon. These are so fun. I love doing live readings. I often will do, well, not often, well, kind of often now. I'm doing a monthly at one of our shops in Boise. But the events, like we have a Goddess Fest event in the summer here. I love that event. I mean, it is nonstop reading from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. on Saturday and 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. on Sunday. And they're amazing. And, they cost a little bit more than these readings. So this is a very good deal. If you want to receive a reading, register. The link is in the description, and you can sign up with Hypsee. No, Jot, I am in the U.S. I'm in the northwestern United States in Idaho. And how about you? Are you in the UK? Yeah, it is. Thank you, Mary. Yeah, it is very reasonably priced. So, oh, and Mary, you probably already have basil coming up. I have some organic basil. I have a bunch of them that have come up in the pot in my window, so I'm going to thin them and put them into little pots. If you would like some organic basil, Mary, let me know, and I will hold some for you. I'm going to dry some this year because I've been making a flower tea. I've never really done those before. Actually, it's called Prosperity, and it's very good. And so dried basil is one of the things. Now, years ago, I learned basil rooted in water, and then I had one in my windowsill for several years. Okay, yeah. We can do some herb trading. At any rate, I had one in my windowsill for a year. I don't have any hyssop, so there we go. The only thing I just bought, I had rosemary plants for many years that I kept outside. I brought them in one year and then I left them outside and they lived for years. And then after they passed, they got old. Actually, I tried to repot the one I called Grandpa and it didn't work well. But anyway, now I lose them every year. So this year I just bought 2 new rosemary plants, 2 different kinds, hoping that one would be more hardy than the other. But I'm going to bring one of them in for the winter so that I have it because I love rosemary. And it just really bumps me out that I had 3 of them, one out in the front yard. It looks like it might still be alive. It's green halfway up. The other 2 that were in pots in my backyard. Yeah, I honestly, after I kept the grandpa one in the house, I think just one winter, and he was big. Then I left him out and I would just bring him up to the house. And the one I called Elvis wasn't even near the house. They lived for several years outside. And so I thought, oh, no biggie. Well, there is a biggie. I'm having a hard time keeping them alive, but I'm bringing them in this winter because I really do love the rosemary plants. They're some of my favorite. Well, okay, it looks as though there will be no more readings for tonight. No one else is registering. Thank you, all of you who showed up. Mary, thank you, and Janet and Susan. That was the first one. Well, no, she actually never showed up in the chat, but Susan did show up on my site. Thank you all so much for joining me and supporting me here. And I will be on again live Friday. If you know of anybody who could use some guidance, I will, same time Friday, I'm going to do 6:45 because of the energies we're really being rocked with in this eclipse. I want to be live for people to get some guidance to help them navigate these less than easy times. So, all right, Mary, we'll see you Sunday. Take care, everyone. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again.